Hi everyone, welcome to Lit Bricks. I am Mike, and today we are going to light up the alternate build for Lego's newest modular, their police station. This was a police station, now it's a hotel / ice cream parlor, which is pretty great. The guy that designed this is very young from what I've read. He has designed two other alternate builds for other Lego modulars, a corner garage that's now a pub and an arcade, which I have that'll be lit next. And Birch Clothing Store was one of his alternate builds for the bookshop. He does a great job, I gotta say. Instructions are all on Rebrickable, and I highly suggest you build them because there is great building techniques in these. The design's awesome. He uses a majority of the parts. There's maybe only a couple hundred parts left over, which is great. So I highly suggest looking these builds up and doing them if you can. But for today, we are going to be using a mixture of Light My Bricks again and Briksmax. I have some wireless power connectors here. Take the force apart, which is great. Lamps. I do have a Light My Bricks lamp, identical to this lamp. The only difference is the wire coming out. This one's probably half the price. It's okay, we won't get into that. This is one of the few things that I will gripe about when it comes to both companies. One charges a lot more for this when I could go buy a tiny drill bit myself and probably make a bazillion of these, and I should probably do that. I don't know why I haven't yet. I'm going to now that I said it. They're going to be using a few lights that we have left over from previous kits that I took off, and I bought a few lights. These were all lights that I recently purchased specifically for these modulars, and there was a sale at Lightailing, and this is what I mean by waiting for a sale. These were all 50% off. I got $80 worth of lights for 40 bucks. You cannot beat that. Everything was 50% off. All the light kits, everything Briksmax. So when Lightailing has a sale, I highly suggest, if you've been waiting or you want to light something up yourself, buy their DIY lights when they're on sale. Their kits, on the other hand, they're great. They're good kits, same lights, but the lighting design, I don't care for too much. They don't really go out of their way to hide connecting boards. They kind of like to leave them out in the open, which Light My Bricks does not do regularly. They usually hide them somewhere. I've had a few Briksmax kits with connecting boards on modulars outside, stuck to the outside wall, which didn't allow me to put another build next to them. Didn't understand that at all. Obviously, I had to move a bunch of wires. But that's the difference. You're paying a premium for Light My Bricks because of how smart that they are designed. And the lights are, you're paying premium for the lights. Don't get me wrong. All the connecting boards, I've never had anyone fall apart on me. I've had a couple Briksmax wires break on me. They are basically the same light. So yeah, you're paying a premium for Light My Bricks due to their superiority in the details. They hide things very well. Kudos to them. Briksmax, yeah, but if you can catch a sale, highly suggest it. It'll save you lots of money, that's for sure. So yeah, this is the hotel now. We are going to probably light these two front lanterns. The post, obviously, I don't know about the sign you might see there. I haven't figured anything out yet. I haven't even taken it apart to really look. So we'll figure that out together, because this is what the show is all about. And yeah, so we'll get into it. Okay, here is the bottom floor of the hotel where you check in. Little lounge area. And the sign on the wall matches the sign on the front of the building, which is awesome. Here is the ice cream shop. I thought he did a great job on this ice cream shop because it's got a little front window, and they're in the case even. Like he used a window to make a case, which is awesome, I gotta say. Really smart design. So yeah, we will see what we can do about these front two lights here. And there's really not much going on in here. I believe this comes off. Oh wow, yeah, that comes off too. Oh, okay, there. I will light that up. Yep, we will light that up. And you know what? I wonder if, well, we'll figure it all out. That's part of the fun of doing this, is once you take the parts apart and figure out where you need the lights, the wires kind of show you where they want to go and where they want to end up and where they can end up. And that's where you'll figure out where to put your wireless, or not wireless, but your connecting boards. So let's start taking stuff apart. Okay, so I have pulled this top part off and this little side piece here, and we're going to lay this wire right in there and bring it up the side of this wall, because we're also going to put a light underneath this canopy to light above that police officer there, so you can see when you're getting your ice cream. I don't know why my watch always goes off while I'm doing filming. Murphy's Law, I suppose. So yeah, there's the start. Got that out. We're going to put that in there, and this will allow us to do 2 lights. Just pulling those pieces apart. And when you're doing stuff with these builds, you really got to remember where the parts go back. That's for sure. But it's not that bad. You can figure it out. Usually. Snap the piece back in. Got the wire behind it. And it's going to come up there. I'm not sure yet where we're putting the connecting board, so we'll leave it there for now. Actually, you know what? I bet you we could put it underneath this thing. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to put a light there. This will be one of the few times I just stick the light directly to the Lego. Normally, I would put this on a 1x6 and use the Lego to attach to the Lego. But since this needs to be so flat, then I'll do it this way. I don't know why. I guess I don't really have a problem with it, but it's just nicer when you have them on the Lego and you can take them off and put them on other things. I mean, you can peel this off of here. It works just fine. It'd still be sticky, but I'd rather have it on Lego. But in this case, it's going to go right to here. All right, got the light in there. Never going to even know it's there. Everything's running to here. I think I will put the board under there because I'm going to have these 2 lights next. And that lamp, which hopefully the light's long enough to reach here. Because I don't have too many, these are the connecting boards I have to work with. 2 12s, which I'm going to have to cut into pieces. And I don't think I'm going to have enough for the next build, so that kind of sucks. I'm going to have to order connecting boards. But either way, this is how it's going so far. Can't see any of that stuff. Here we go. Perfect. Don't know why I'm just randomly breaking things now. There we go. All right. Okay, so when you're putting these little lights, like lighting up a lamp, run the cable through the nub and then fold it. I know you can't see that very well, but then fold it so it sits on top, and then just stick it and stick the light on it. And then your wire, don't do that. And your wire just comes out the bottom. But make sure that light in there stays flush so that you get a way better lighting effect if it's just sitting flat on the bottom. It's kind of funny, because if I didn't know any better, I'd almost say that this person designed this specifically for lights, because I needed to hide this wire, which I would have to run it behind this thing. This whole piece just pops out. That makes my life so much easier. I bet you this side's the same way. Awesome. Normally, you would have to take apart that whole window, probably most of that door, a lot of this top part, just to get to where you could jimmy a wire in between there. But since this is one piece, perfect. All right, that worked out pretty well. Got it between, got them all coming out here. Of course, I had to buy 30. I always plan for needing long wires, so I always buy 30 centimeter, when really in most modulars you can get away with 15s. but I didn't know exactly what I was doing with this, so whatever. It's fine. You can jumble them up and jam them places. But the right way would really be take this apart, stare at everything, figure out what you need, do some measurements, and figure out exactly where you want to put the boards. And you can avoid having extra wires like this if you do it that way. I am not that patient. I buy things and then throw them on. I didn't do that. Totally right about this side. One piece came right out. So that worked out great. Okay, this lamp, I ran the wire like I did these. Put it through the nub, run the plug through the nub, put the bulb light on top, flatten it out. You can see it in there. And then I wrap the wire down, put it through the top of this gray thing, and through the bottom, and there you go. And since it sits up off the ground anyway, the wire can sit freely, and I just got to figure out where I'm going to run it. So that worked out pretty well too, actually. Okay, so I realized there was a better way to do this. Instead of trying to run that on the floor and bring it over to here, I'm going to go across this. It's going to be a lot easier just to go across the roof. Whether or not I can hide it all the way here, probably not. It's probably just going to have to come straight across to get to this connecting board I'm going to put underneath here. Because these two wires will only go to there. So that's my dilemma. And that's what happens usually. You start putting these lights on and you realize you don't actually have a plan. So it's best just to put the lights on, like I said, and see where the wires take you. These 30s are all well long enough to do what I need. These, however, are not. Now, could I make this a 30 and make it longer? Yes. Could I make this longer? No. I can't make this striped one longer. It's connected to this. I could add a jumper and then another cable, but it's kind of all pointless when, for the price of just having one across the top here that you're not going to see anyway, unless you take the floors apart, it's worth it to do it like this. It saves you a lot. So, that doesn't look horrible. I can live with that. And this will probably come across here. But again, we'll see. Yeah, and then after you figure out your wire situation and where you want to put your connecting board, you get to play another game called where do I put the wireless power connectors? So luckily, or unluckily I should say, there's a lot of floors here. So this gets a power connector between here and here, and then this has its own ceiling, and then there's another one here and up here. I won't put one up here because this is just storage. It doesn't even need a light. There's no windows in it anyway, but this is going to cost me a lot of power connectors, and I'm probably going to have to buy more to do that pub back there. So yeah, this is I should have planned better, but I found a good spot. Only parts I need to take off. Added one here. Whoop-de-doo. It works, or it should anyway. I got this as close to this connecting board as I could. I had it back here, but it didn't really work. And I still got to put another one on this. So I got to figure that out. And hopefully there's something on the bottom of that to connect it to. All right, we got this side sorted, that side sorted, and everything's going to be able to go underneath this thing here. So that's cool. That worked out pretty great. I did have a great spot on here for it too, so this floor worked out very well. I just didn't realize how many power connectors I was going to need. Apparently I need a lot more than I have. So let's button that up since nothing else is going there. Get a board in there and light it up, see what it looks like so far. Oh, that's not half bad. I don't know. There we go. That won't be in front of the window now. Perfect. Yeah, I left that one. It's just way easier that way. Trying to run that along the floor, I need a longer wire and whatever. It's just, you'll figure out once you start doing this, if you get into it, like I hope you do, that sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to. I mean, if I had a 50 centimeter light Sure, I could have ran that and done a bunch of stuff on the floor and brought it up and it would have been cool, but 30 wouldn't fit, and I'm not putting a jumper to make it go all the way there just to hide that one wire, especially when you're not going to see it anyway. So yeah, there we go. And then I just realized I didn't plug in this. Everything's under here so to test the lights, so now I got to do that. Jeez. Okay, so a little update here. I had a 50 centimeter connecting cable that I could have connected to this and it would have ran out the back, and I have a lot of these connected with just connecting cables to connecting boards. But some of these are actually just run with their USB connected to like a 6-foot extension USB. I'll run to a thing with like 4 USBs. And I have one socket left over here, and since the 50 centimeter wasn't long enough to connect to where I knew it connect to, it goes there. All right, so this all turned out pretty well. Those look great. The lamp looks great. And guess what? These are absolutely perfect. Look at that, lit right up. Now she's fully lit. This, as long as you put it on right, yep, look at that. Perfect. Sweet. Now I gotta put a light underneath here, and I'm still not sure about this, so we'll figure that out. But so far, I gotta say, I am pretty pleased with this. I will say. That looks pretty good. Pretty tidy. I mean, these are what they are. It's fine. That lamp looks great though. The lamp looks awesome. There's a bunch of those lamps, or one more of those lamps. And now I'm debating. I have cool white and warm white. I think I might put, or attempt to put, I mean, these will be like industrial, like lighting, like not warm white. These would be cool white to look like a lobby or, you know, business. Same within here. That's what this is as well, underneath here. But inside the rooms, I mean, the lamp will be lit up, but I think the stairwell might get the cool white and the rooms will get the regular warm white. I'm thinking. This is an extra little place for the hotel where you can get donuts and coffees and things, water. That's going to get a regular light, not a warm white. Anything that's business related, I feel like needs to get the regular cool white lights. And then if it's a room or something, it should be warm white. In my opinion, anyway. And I'm not even sure if all of these are like that. They might not be like that. I have no idea. I'd have to turn them on and look, because I don't know offhand. But yeah, this is coming along great. All right, so I came across a little dilemma. In order to light above this door here, the 1x6 light wouldn't fit in between these, obviously, because here's a 1x6, doesn't fit. So I had to figure out how to put a light there. I was going to put a single bit light there and just kind of leave it there, but then I realized that to run these series, I could run this from here and then this up to another strip light, which would have been the best bet, and then run another cable back up here to light the rest of the stuff I need to light inside this floor. With this bit light, you couldn't do any of that. So I took this piece off, literally used this, stuck it to there to hold those together, and I think it's gonna work just fine. So this will be the first time I'm using a light to actually hold Lego together without a Lego. It's just the sticky stuff. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so there's the lights for the lobby. There's the lights for above the door, or light for above the door. You're gonna be able to see these on the outside, but that's fine because I think this is gonna work out pretty well. And then I can run a cord from here up in here to connect the rest of the stuff. All right, so as I slowly run out of parts here, this works. Got the light above the door. I know you can see the wires, but this was the only option I had. I mean, I didn't really have any other option. So these are gonna have to stay just like that. And we have a light in front of the door, folks. So that's pretty awesome. Now the sign, I'm gonna have to put a light in this lamp, so I'm gonna use a connecting board, and I might as well light up that sign. It's probably just gonna be a couple dots and it might look a little weird, but it'll be lit. This is the power from bottom floor here, so I gotta figure that out. And oh, I didn't realize it was in front of the window, so I'm gonna have to move that too. Okay, so we got that light lit up, and that all tucked away. I still have to figure out where I'm gonna put, no I don't, I put it right there. And I'm pretty sure I figured out this floor as well. So that should be fine right there. You're just gonna see these black power connectors. Well, chances are you wouldn't notice them if I pointed them out. So, and then this, oh God. This build is pretty flimsy, I will say that. But this should fit perfectly. And I don't know. Oh, because I have to put one light there. All right, so I may be able to finish this. We'll find out. If not, I'm gonna have to order more lights, or I mean connecting boards. And apparently I have more connecting cables too. Apparently I didn't have what I thought I had, which is usually the case. All right, so this side is officially done. And yeah, huge pain in the butt. And I don't think I have this on properly because the roof is crooked. And that's what happens when you touch it. Woo! So I gotta figure that out. Okay, so I got that figured out. There's a power connector there. I got one on the bottom floor of the other building here, this one. I'm just gonna leave the lamp on in there because why not? Maybe they want the lamp on. There's no lamp on this floor, so it's just gonna be lit, warm white, strip light, regular. And this should be it. This will be done. And then I'm gonna have to order more stuff to finish the next one. And I'm not surprised, because I don't plan very well. Alright, there's the top four lit. I'm not sure about this stairwell here. I don't know what I can do about that exactly, to be honest with you. That's a bathroom on the inside. I could probably put a light. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The way this was built is a little difficult for me to do that. So, part of me thinks I might leave it like this. Because why wouldn't a person just have a lamp on and then the other person have their top light on? And then of course the bottom floor is going to be lit up like it was a regular business. So I think I'm going to leave it this way. Number one, I don't have the parts to do kind of what I want to do, which would be light the stairwell on its own. I might be able to figure that out. I don't know. We'll see. Or it might stay like this. There we go. That's better. So, we got the stairwell. A regular light color, and the rooms of course are their own color. So this guy just has a lamp on, this guy's got his ceiling lights on. That's why they're different, and that's how a hotel is supposed to look, my friends. So you know what, I think I'm done with this. I like it. Stairwell's lit up and the rooms have their own lights, which is the way it should be. So that works out pretty good. Luckily I had just enough things to finish this. So that's pretty cool. I do like it. All right, let's see what it looks like. Cool. See, now this might look weird to other people, but I wanted this to look like it was a business, so it needs industrial style or cool white lighting. The floor above it isn't an apartment, it's a room for coffee and donuts for the hotel. So that needed regular industrial or cool white lighting. Just like the reception area for the hotel. I mean, I have that one lamp lit back there, but the ceiling lights are all lighting for, you know, industrial or cool white, you know, businesses. So the stairwell is also the same kind of light, but I went with a cool white, or not cool white, a warm white in the top floor, just to make it look more like a residential area. And this guy just has his one lamp on. And that's kind of one of the cool things about lighting, is that you can make different light colors for different stuff. So like, to me, businesses always will have the cool white lighting. Bedrooms will more have warm white, and that's just kind of how I light things. I think it looks more realistic. So this looks super realistic to me. And the light over the door worked great, this one. I mean, you can see a little bit of the wire, but that's okay. That worked out perfectly. I don't need to light the sign for the hotel either. I'm not going to do it. But I think this looks great. There's the back. You know, nothing major. Back doesn't need to be anything special. So yeah, pretty cool, I will say. I'm digging this. All right, there she is in her resting spot. Looks pretty great. Hotel next to the Bugle. It kind of makes sense. And then you can go play pool, get your hair cut, and go to the club where there's a rave happening, apparently. And that one spot down there is going to be worked on tomorrow, or maybe today. We'll see. But yeah, there she is in her spot. All right, there she is, all completed. It's a pretty fun little build for me. I enjoyed it. I like lighting up stuff on my own without kits and instructions. I get a kick out of it, and it's my intention to get more people into doing that. Since you can buy individual lights, you don't need to buy a kit. I know a lot of people struggle with the instructions on the kit, and after doing a few of them, you could probably figure it out on your own, really. It's not that difficult. And maybe save yourself some money in the long run. Instead of buying kits, just buy individual lights for what you think needs to be lit. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It's up to you, really. If you want 2 lights on here, put 2 lights. If you don't want any lights in front, don't put any lights in front. You know, it's really up to you. It truly is. It's depending on how much money you want to spend and how far you're willing to take apart the build. And that's about it. So I hope you like this video. Hope it helped a lot, or a little. Give it a like, that'd be great. Subscribe, even better. Appreciate it a lot. And until next time, folks, have a great day.